I want to share one of the greatest piece of advices that I've ever received, and it's by my dad. 7 years ago, he wrote me this letter, and this letter consists of series of life lessons, and I want to share with you one of them that has been extremely impactful and influential on me till today. And he actually wrote it in Telugu, which is my mother tongue, and I'm gonna try my best to translate it to English. Alright, so it says something like, a sculptor must chisel away at the marble numerous times to reveal the masterpiece within. So let me reread that, and it says, a sculptor must chisel away at the marble numerous times to reveal the masterpiece within. So I have reread this phrase. There is no interpretation given in the letter, by the way. He just wrote this phrase, and then it's up to me how to interpret this one, right? And this is how I have understood. It says something like, when a sculptor has carved this marble with knives and chisels, have sliced it, have shaved it, or have made that marble to go through extreme conditions like heat or extreme force, and strikes the marble numerous amount of times, only then the marble became a masterpiece. How wonderful is that? Similarly, when we were born, we are like this plain white marble which is untouched and unclaimed, have no experiences. And when life throws you different challenges, and when you go through different failures, you become this priceless masterpiece. So enough is enough. Stop playing it safe. Who are you helping by playing it safe all the time? Is it your mom, your dad, or your partner? You playing it safe is not beneficial to anybody. Can somebody help me understand how is it helpful that you playing it safe all the time, and in what way? Face your fears. Mistakes happen. Take those risks. Go through that heartbreak. Be uncomfortable. Say that uncomfortable truth that you always want to say. Dare to be that person you want to be. Break yourself from inside out. Exploit as much as possible. Invest your money everywhere. Lose it. Start your business. Keep failing it. Fail more. Challenge everything. Challenge every truth. Challenge your morals, your beliefs. Challenge people. Don't be such a goody-good. Hello, hi, my name is Harshita. Welcome back. I am so excited that you're here today. Ooh, what was that furious talk up there? Why is she so infuriated, right? Well, because I am so done with hearing, what if I fail? What if it doesn't work out for me? What if I lose? I am so done, really. Today, we are going to talk about how taking risks and making mistakes, having failures and losing is so crucial for a growth mindset. But with a small hinge, get it done as soon as possible, as early as possible. What do I mean by that, right? Let me explain. So you can freely lose and happily fail and carelessly make mistakes and take risks. But you do all of these as early as possible. So you figure out your life, your path, your relationships, your goals, your businesses, your dreams as early as possible. So why is it important to take risks and making mistakes early in your life is because when you fail early, you can learn from your mistakes, right? You can refine your approach and you can move forward with greater wisdom and confidence. You are building this resilience and you are developing your growth mindset from early on. You are cultivating your skills and necessary habits for your long-term success. So how do you define early, right? Well, I would say it's very subjective because it depends from person to person. But one thing is, be sensible in what kind of risks you're taking and what kind of mistakes you're doing. Because your levels of taking risks and making mistakes is directly proportional to your age. Like for example, a 10-year-old kid cannot exploit stock market, right? Like he will not have resources or money to do that. And likewise, 80-year-old man cannot jump from a tree and take risks, right? So what I'm trying to say is, be sensible in what you're exploiting and in what you're taking risks. That's why making mistakes and taking risks early on in your life is so important. Let me give you an example on the concept of break to build. It connects so much to me that every time you go to the gym, when you do resistance training, which is nothing but you use heavy weights or bands or your own body weight to increase the strength of your muscle and its endurance. So every time you train, every time you lift, you create tiny damages to your muscle fiber. If you know it or not, you are damaging the muscle. Every time you lift, you are breaking. However, if you give the right amount of nutrients and right amount of rest to the muscle, it grows stronger than before. Let me repeat this. Your muscle is not just new, but it is growing stronger than before. One day you just do a squat with just your body weight, but suddenly now you can do 1 plate, 2 plates on each side. How? Does this analogy make sense to you? Because you have been through that phase. You are breaking yourself from inside out, and that is only making you much more stronger than before. Well, were you afraid to break? No, because you know that's the process. There is no other way. Every time you break, you heal, you adapt, you refocus, you rebuild, you have new strategies, you uncover, you unleash, you expose yourself to these all kinds of different environments and conditions, right? You have to face your fears. You have to learn your lessons. You have to lose in life to be successful. I am not afraid to make mistakes. I am afraid if it repeats. I am not afraid to be a failure or to take new risks or to lose. I am only afraid if I'm not able to learn that lesson that the experience is trying to teach me, if I'm not able to grasp. You break, you learn, you build. That's all. Repeat. Trade your comfort level. Stop being comfortable. I do something way out of my comfort zone on daily basis, like going to this networking event by yourself or lifting that last rep when you cannot, and trying on this new makeup routine, or reaching out to this person that you always want to. Even this YouTube video, this is completely new to me. Alright, I am super convinced that I am not afraid to try and explore anything and everything. I am okay to face my fears. If my mind plays tricks on me, oh, making a YouTube video, oh, what if people laugh at me, oh, what if I don't do a good job, haha, I got you. Are you afraid? I'm gonna do just that, just to prove that you're not afraid. Do not carry these imaginary things. These are all just imaginary ghosts. Shush them and shine yourself. You see what I mean by telling you to do things way out of your comfort zones? Face your fears. I want to talk about an analogy that my brother told me once that blew my mind, that Harshita, just having a successful result doesn't mean just this research is a grand success. All the researchers that have failed are also part of research and heavily contributed for this research to become a successful one. All of these thousands of failed researchers tell you what not to do, what to avoid, what doesn't work, right? How in the world would you know to use the right material with the right speed, with the right angle, without having these thousands of failed researchers, right? What I'm trying to say is, if you're not exposed to failures or risks or mistakes in your life, how in the world do you know your potential? Nobody wants to talk about failures. They're always hidden. They make us feel like, oh, we are fragile, we are weak, we are vulnerable. No. I think just like how we share our success stories, we should be able to share our failures and get help. Not just get sympathy, but to inspire, learn, and motivate each other. When you open up with your failures, there are like hundreds of people thinking, oh, I am not alone. They're not the only ones. After we are in this together, because the opposite of break to build is so devastating. So the opposite of break to build will be build to break, right? And God forbid something happens, something bad comes in your way. What will you do? Who's gonna help you? You will have no energy to face that failure at that point because you have been playing safe all this while. Who is going to help you? You will be broken to pieces. Just stop playing it safe. This sentence itself is making me so furious. Don't be afraid to take risks and make mistakes. Failure is not the opposite of success. It's a part of journey. You have to go through these challenges to reach your goal. That's how it's designed. There's no other way around. Only the day you understand this, your life will change. Take the leap, learn from your lessons, and just move forward. On the other hand, playing it safe can be very costly. You are missing out on so many opportunities for your growth. You are limiting your potential and creativity. Like, aren't you bored and tired of following the same safe path that hundreds of other people have already done? If you believe in the concept that every individual is unique and they have unique purpose in this life, then what are you trying to do taking the same path that thousands of people have already took? I have read this beautiful quote in Atomic Habits by James Clear. So it states something like, if you're currently winning, you exploit, exploit, exploit. If you're currently losing, you explore, explore, explore. So what it means is that when you're currently winning, that means you have found your success strategy, your approach. So at this point, to maximize your gains, you exploit that opportunity. And when you're losing, that means you have not found your success strategy or approach, right? So at this point, you will explore new strategies, possibilities, and opportunities. You see, when you have to explore and when you have to exploit, well, I want to end this video with this beautiful analogy to calm you and calm myself especially, that a caterpillar must break down its current form to transform into a beautiful butterfly. Because that's nature. That's how it works. If you're not breaking what's holding you back, then I think you're going against nature. That analogy illustrates the idea that how breaking your old form can transform yourself into a new and stronger and wiser self. You playing it safe is not helping anybody. Not you, not anybody. Only when people asked questions and challenged beliefs, faced their failures and fears, that's when we thrived. That's when new inventions came through. And that's how we are able to live such sophisticated lives. Embrace the break to build cycle. Push your boundaries and improve your endurance and tolerances. Face challenges as a part of your journey. Don't let it stop from being the highest self that you want to be. I want to see your full potential. I am sure you want to see your full potential too. Now, going back to my dad's letter, that piece of advice that he gave me, only when you go through these struggles and failures and fears, that's when you become the masterpiece. That's when you become priceless. Well, thank you so much for your time and energy. I will see you next time.